chick here is on point.
Why have you become such an extreme and radical anti-feminist? It's because I started traveling. The more I traveled, the more extreme I actually became. And honestly, I don't even think I'm extreme. I think I've just spent enough time outside my bubble to see how different cultures actually live. For the last 2 years, I've spent a lot of time in the East. What shocked me wasn't how much money people had, it was how much purpose they had. These are places where many people were making a fraction of what Americans make. Like literally less than $1,000 a month, yet everywhere I looked, I saw families. Mothers, fathers, children, grandparents, entire families eating together, walking together, building together. The craziest part is that they all looked happy. Not fake Instagram happy, not look at my luxury lifestyle happy, genuine happiness. And meanwhile, some of the richest countries in the Western world are dealing with record levels of loneliness, anxiety, depression, burnout, and even social isolation. And that made me start asking questions, because if money and career really was the #1 top priority that was important, why are so many wealthy societies struggling? The more I traveled, the more I noticed that the cultures that seemed most fulfilled often placed family, faith, community, actual responsibility, and relationships near the center of their life. Not careers, not status, not followers, not individualism, but family. And that's what absolutely changed me. It made me radical. I realized that a lot of the things we're told will make us happy don't seem to be producing happy people at all. So if that makes me radical, then I'm fine with that. But after seeing the world with my own eyes, I cannot unsee it. Strong families create strong people, and strong people create strong communities. Strong communities create thriving societies.
I agree with everything this young lady just said. We have been sold and told what happiness is, and the fact is what they sold us isn't true. The reason why dating, relationships, and everything is falling apart is because of money. People don't want to get married. You know why? Because somebody would marry you just to divorce you and take half your stuff. Dating is a joke too. These women want you to take them on a $500 date and you don't even know their last names. Dating is supposed to be about getting to know each other, but these women have turned it into something totally different. I want you to understand how many companies win by keeping us single. You got the restaurants, the dating apps, these apartment buildings, the real estate world, and a whole list of other companies. Because instead of selling us one thing, we need two of everything, because nobody can stay together more than 2 weeks. We're playing right into their hands. Even when it comes to relationships, they're still hurting us because they have sold this dream to a lot of these women that if you're in a relationship, it should be exciting, it should be traveling, gifts, and all this other stuff, when the fact is relationships are boring. But because they have been marketing to them since they were kids, these women are looking for something else. People want and think they need a lot of stuff that isn't necessary. We fell into the trap of these big corporations who want to sell us this stuff. We have been sold and told that this is what it's about. I love the fact that she said a lot of people in these different countries, it is about family. But over here, it's all about the Benjamin. There are people out there who spent their whole life just thinking about getting rich. When the fact is, if your health is good, you got a roof over your head, you got food to eat, you got people around you who truly love you, you are rich. I know a lot of us don't see it that way, but you are. And I'm not stupid. I know money matters. I know you need it to do a lot of things. It definitely makes your life easier or more comfortable. But to me, it doesn't mean as much as those other things. I heard this on a podcast once. I can't remember the name of it, but the guy asked a question. He said, if somebody offered you $10 billion, but you were gonna die in a week, would you take it? And the person was like, no, but I thought money was everything. Apparently your health is important, your family is important. There are other things that are so much more important, but we have just got sucked into this web of materialism and a bunch of garbage that makes no difference whatsoever when you look at it in the big picture. All of the stuff we think we want, all of the stuff that we think we need, it is marketing. They have been marketing to us since we were children, and that is why a lot of us are cooked. And dating is going to keep doing a nosedive because these women are out here looking for money, status, and a bunch of stuff, but what they're not looking for is the things that are important. Somebody who's going to love you, somebody who's going to be there for you, somebody who's willing to give their life for you. Y'all not going after those dudes, and this is why a lot of you end up where you are. We just got to get it together. That's all I'm saying.
So they had this guy, like, he really liked me, y'all. He used to always be trying to talk to me, and I didn't like him. Why this boy got a girlfriend and I was mad as what is that? Like, I was mad as like, that was crazy, bro. I don't know what that was.
Well, I know what it was. You didn't like the man, you liked his attention. You love the fact that you can do what you want to him, say what you want to him, ignore him, play with him. He was still gonna be sitting there holding on like En Vogue. And now another woman came along and took him, and now you realize you can't do that anymore. If you were to break them up and get into a relationship with that man, you would do nothing but waste his time, break his heart, and leave him on the curb crying. So the best thing for that man was to find another chick and leave you alone.
That's for damn sure.
This video just pissed me off.
Pissed off, man. I am. One guy that I have been talking to basically said that he didn't know if he was interested in me, but he wanted to take me out for drinks. He said that he didn't know about taking me out for dinner because he didn't know if he was feeling me. But in my mind, I'm like, you'll take me out for, what's the difference? Like, what really is the difference of taking someone out for drinks because you think you might like them versus taking them out for dinner and drinks because you think you might like them? Like, this is what we're working with, like, in the dating pool. And so, yeah, I actually respectfully declined his offer because, for one, it just, like, no. I felt lowballed. And I'm a Taurus. I love food. Like, what the f***?
Now, this video was a clear example of how some women either don't get what men are going through in the dating market, or they just don't care what men are going through in the dating market. Because she asked, what's the difference in going out for drinks to see if I like you, or going out to drinks and dinner to see if I like you? Well, depending on the restaurant you go to, around $200-300. That's the difference. How is this confusing? I bet if she thought she had to pay for it, she wouldn't be confused. Now, I'm not mad at this chick because she doesn't want to go for drinks or a coffee date or whatever. No, that's her standard, and that's fine. I'm not mad at that. But the fact that you don't understand why he wants to go just to get the drinks is what's confusing me, because most men don't like investing in something where they're not getting anything back on their return. That's basically what it is. He doesn't know you, man, and on top of that, it's time spent. He don't want to have to go there and sit at that restaurant with you for 2 hours talking about nothing. If he doesn't like you, y'all can go have a drink. If that first drink don't go well, he can grab the tab, wrap it up, and go home. So it's not just about the money, it's also about the time. Now, I keep telling you, man, you better go back to having those phone conversations where you can find out some more information about them, ask some real questions. This way you're not finding out about her 6 kids as that $80 steak is hitting the table. But y'all don't want to listen to me though. The whole point I'm making is this lets you know how little these women think about what men have to deal with, because she's sitting here confused about this. But to be honest with you, that is not even what I'm mad about. It confused me, but I'm not mad about it. What I'm pissed off about is this girl came on here and said, I'm a Taurus, so that means I love food. Y'all killing me with this. Now that pissed me the hell off, because what does being a Taurus have to do with loving food? Y'all take that sign stuff way too far. That was the most ridiculous statement I ever heard in my life. Lady, I'm a Taurus too, but that has nothing to do with me loving food. Most people love food, lady. What kind of statement is that? You think all those people who are on the 600-pound life show were a Taurus? Is that what you're trying to say? That's what pissed me off, because she said it with conviction. That has nothing to do with it. You gotta stop using your sign like that. That doesn't make any sense, lady. None whatsoever. I have a lot of pet peeves, but when I hear somebody come online and blame any of their actions on their sign, that drives me absolutely crazy, because that is probably the dumbest thing I ever heard in my life. You got a bad attitude because you're a Sagittarius? You lie a lot because you're an Aries? No, ma'am, you got a bad attitude because you got a bad attitude. And sir, you lie a lot because you're a liar. It has nothing to do with your sign.
One time I was on a date with a girl, and this was like the second date. This is not, I'm not trying to like be funny or make fun of this at all, but this was like the second date, and we were just like at a bar talking. Like, we were watching the game, like the vibes was like really good. We was watching the game, everything was good, and she just started like tearing up out of nowhere, and she was like, "Oh, I want to tell you something."
Bye. Got it. That's the club. Bye. Eat it. Hey, sorry. I hope it works out. I'm out. Check, please. Get the come on, bro.
Are you serious?
If you go out on a date and the girl start crying out of nowhere,
I agree with you.
Gone.
That is hilarious. Let me say this. If I'm on that date and a girl just starts crying, I would want to know why she's crying. Now, if she tells me that a family member who was close to her passed away and she's still dealing with it a little bit, maybe something she saw in a commercial or somebody in the restaurant reminded her of her father or her mother and that just made her cry, I'd be okay with that. But if it's anything outside of a family member or somebody close to you passing away, I'm out. I don't want to deal with anything else. If this is the first date and we were sitting there, everything was going good, and she just started crying, I'm with your man on that. At that point, I'm out of here. I don't want to deal with that. Now, I know that might be mean, but I'm just being honest. I don't want to deal with all those emotions on the first date. I can deal with that if it's somebody that I care about, but I don't even know this chick yet, and I'm already sucked into her emotional web. I don't want to do it. I'm out. Please like the video and leave a comment. I love listening to what you guys have to say, and don't forget to hit that hype button, because it really helps me out with the algorithm, and I really do appreciate it. Thanks for watching. See you next time.